We are back. What episode?
We didn't say the number of people. I think, is this 20?
This is 20. Oh!
Wow, a milestone.
We hit 20. 2-0. Barry Sanders out there for all you football. Sometimes I like to associate. That's how I remember my really important dates. Like, for instance, my girlfriend's birthday is two basketball players' jerseys.
Oh.
Like, so two legendary basketball players' jersey. And if it's a very important date, I'll just visualize. I'll visualize the jersey number.
Well, you gotta know her birthday if you don't know her name.
She actually texted me. She goes, haha, that's hilarious. No, I haven't forgotten your name, but we do use those nicknames a lot, to be fair. I use that terminology with friends all the time and done that for a while. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Because you said that you do the nickname thing with friends and things like that. So she's like, no, I know your name, dumbass.
Does she call you Daniel?
Yes. Okay, so here's a... Okay, that's funny you should say that. Okay. Beautiful people, I'm going to tell you a story.
Okay.
Beautiful people, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to almost everything from LYFE at Home. I am Doc Waller.
I'm Abby Humphreys.
And now, like I said in the last podcast, I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to start requesting this at the beginning of the podcast. We would love this show to be driven by audience members' questions, our listeners' questions. So go to our Instagram, go to our DMs and send us a voice note. Just drop a quick voice note in there. Ask us a question about life, about the world, about ambition, relationships, professionalism, wellness, anything under the sun except politics. We want to play your question on the show, and we want to answer your question on the show. Got it? Go do it now. Stop this podcast. Go send us a DM and then play this again. You can start it over. Actually, you don't have to start it over. You can start it right here. And right here is where I'm going to tell Abby a story. Because she asked me, you said, does my girlfriend call me Daniel?
Yeah.
Yes. And so... Which is my real name.
Yeah.
And I only let people... I reserve my real name for my family and the person I'm in a relationship with, right? Yeah. And then there's a handful of other people, like my friends from high school, my friends that knew me, my will be at my wedding friends that knew me before I changed my name to Doc, or my professional name to Doc, right? And so there's this woman at this company that I work at, not LYFE at Home. Again, this is the company that I am using the money to fund LYFE at Home's comeback. And when I first got there, she's fucking gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Like, anybody that has eyes, she's gorgeous. And so this is a story I always tell. Well, not a story, but this is truth about me. If the person's single, if I know they're single and I'm attracted, I'm going to say something. 100%. That's just been me, right? And there's a couple of days, and I asked, so I met this, or I ran into this woman, in this big building that this office is in, and I was just in, and I had to ask somebody, say, hey, what do you know about her? That kind of, blah, blah, blah. And our interactions were like really flirty. This
is before you started.
This is before I even met.
Okay.
Abby's like, hold on, let me help him out. He may be slipping. I just gave him some cashews a second ago. There must be something wrong with them cashews because this dumbass is saying stuff that he should not be saying.
Let's just
hold it down.
Yeah,
no,
okay.
This is before my girlfriend is even in the picture.
Okay, got it.
This is why I love Abby, because she's like, somebody better get his back before he says something he regrets. No, I told her this story too.
Okay,
I told her this story last week. And interactions were very flirty, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna make this happen.
Mm-hmm.
A couple times you test the waters, that kind of thing. You get the sign or whatever. And then we're just talking, and I was like, can I ask you a personal question? I was like, are you married? Because she's not wearing a ring. And she goes, yes, I am. I was like, okay, cool. Blah, blah, blah. And I said it in a way that's
Why does she have a ring on?
I don't know. I don't know if it's like culture.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not even gonna. And so,
We listen and we don't judge.
we listen and we don't judge on the podcast. We'll do that after we cut the mics off. And I asked her in a way that let her know you answer this in a way. I'm making my move.
Yeah.
Right? And she said,
it's a loaded question.
100% loaded question. She goes, yes, I am. Kind of like a sorry, that kind of thing. And so I was like, cool, blah, blah, blah. Well, lucky, blah, blah, blah. And so every now and then and for me, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't
limits.
I don't play that game. As a matter of fact, one of the back in like 2013, I was dating a girl. She's in Germany. I'm here. I met her at a wedding. She flew over. We were doing the long distance thing. And I went down to Florida to MC this big conference. And there was this other girl. We were hitting it off. Abby, I was like, oh, this girl is so hitting it off. And the conference is about to end. I'm the MC. I'm on stage every 5 seconds. So I'm doing my thing. She's like, who is this? Who is this Will Smith, Steve Urkel looking motherfucker? Like, you know what I mean? So I was doing my thing, whatever. And we, in between me being on stage, we were just like kind of connected, whatever. Just casual and nothing, flirtatious, but nothing overstepping. And at the end, she was like, all right, so what are you going to do? You're going to give me your number? And I said, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I said, I can't do that. I said, if I give you my number, I'm going to cross the line.
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend. I'm dating somebody. And you are knocking my socks off right now. And at that moment, she goes, there's a moment where you can tell a woman goes, this is a good guy.
Yeah.
She goes, like that.
Yeah.
And then she goes, give me a hug. And it was almost like, okay, we know this is as far as it's going to get. So let's just give each other a hug and go. And I was like, you better stop hugging. you need to let me
Get
go.
Away.
Let me go. And so I'm saying that part to say, like, for me, I don't cross that line. I have a very, I that's just like that's a deep-seated principle in me, right? And so this girl at the job, every now and then we pass each other, hey, what's up, girl? Now it's what's up, girl. Now it's hey, girl, right?
Yeah.
Before it was like,
what's up, girl?
Hey, what up, guy? Right? But now it's just like, cool, hey, you look good. Yeah. I like your outfit. Like, hey, that kind of thing. All business.
You're like, are you going to put your ring on?
Yeah, right. I know,
Where's
right?
that ring at, though?
So I got that ring, And so we're in the lunch area or where you can go and get snacks or whatever. So there's a hallway that you can walk down, and then you have to go into the snack room. It's a big snack room. And I see her, but she's down there. I say, hey, what's up? And I go in, and she comes in after me. And she goes...
When was this?
This was like maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Maybe 2.5 weeks ago. When I asked her, that was like right when I got at the job. That was maybe like December.
Okay.
December or like January. And she comes in and she's got this like thick accent. She says, I didn't know, not that, it's not that thick, but she's like, I say her name and it's like, she goes, dog. She's like, it's dog. And I was like, no. Because she was thinking I was saying D-O-U-G.
Oh, like Doug.
Like Doug. And I was like, no, doc, like doctor. She's like, oh, doc. And I go, so she's like,
did you say, but you can call me Daniel?
No, wait. Wait. She's like, oh, I didn't. Well, if you told me that, it would be so much easier. He's like, Doc. I was like, that's it. And I said, well, that's not even my real name. She's like, what? She's like, how many names you got? She's like, I said, no, my real name's Daniel. I said, I was in the theater and I took a stage name, blah, 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 blah. So, people, certain people can call me Daniel. She goes, well, can I call you Daniel? I go, no. I have very strong principles.
Yeah.
Like I'm here or here.
Yeah.
And to me, it's just like, I'm sorry, you had your shot. You had your shot. Put your damn ring on. Yeah. And maybe you could call me Daniel, but no. Right? Because it's like, and also it's the way she said it too.
Yeah.
It's like, well, can I? Because I said,
Yeah.
it's for people who it's for people that are really close to me, you know, that kind of thing. And she goes, well, can I call you Daniel?
Like, no.
And I said no, and you could see the unexpected response.
Yeah. She's trying to make you her work husband.
Maybe I don't know. I'm not going to put that on her, but I know for one thing. I was telling this story to my girlfriend.
She's like, I'm going to cut a bitch.
No, she was like, in my eyes, the second she asked that, before no came out of my mouth, I was like, I'm going to tell my girlfriend this story.
Yeah.
That's just kind of like how I operate. And it's just like, sometimes it's like men have to understand in a microsecond, you become a sucker or you stay a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's almost like, imagine if I would have said that.
Yeah.
Wait, Abby, imagine if I would have said yes, and then there's like a gathering.
Like a work event. Especially because your girlfriend knows like how you are with that. And like she would know how charged that would be.
Abby, everybody else in the room is calling me Doc except this girl.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend's standing next to me. And I'm saying, come enjoy this night with me.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah.
I was born at night, not last night.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? No. So that is because we were joking about saying baby, calling my girlfriend baby so much that I forgot her name. And then Abby said something at the beginning of the podcast about like, does she call you Daniel or something like that? Yeah. So that made me think about that story.
On your like dating before you met your girlfriend, was your dating profile Doc?
Oh, 100%.
It was Doc.
100%. And this is what happens.
I would feel weird like calling you Daniel now because I know you as Doc, you know?
100%.
Like that's just like that's your name to me, but
yeah, exactly. Which also solidifies to my girlfriend,
right?
Why that's so special,
right?
She knows how special you are to me,
right?
But she also knows that you call me Doc,
right? Exactly.
So now
it's a professional. It was born in a professional setting, yeah.
And I can't tell you how positively and like affectionately she speaks about you,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
But she also knows that she has something that nobody else has, right,
yeah.
And so I tell that story. I didn't start that story with the intention of having this lesson, but like, guys, sometimes you have to like have the muscle memory or the practice in like keeping your principle.
Yeah.
Because in those moments, that's when you're defined. That's when you live.
Yeah.
I could have been. Now imagine me having to like go back to her and get that back.
Yeah.
Imagine me having to go back to her and say, you know what, that's actually reserved for that. To me, I would have did it if I had to.
It just would have been awkward.
It's just would have been like, well, why didn't you say that?
Yeah.
Her and me would be saying that. Why didn't you say that?
Right.
So yeah. Interesting story.
Yeah.
Bend your mic towards you just a tad. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah. Okay. So I have a
that was our cold open.
I got another cold open.
Oh, okay.
I told you these last two
2.0.
podcasts. 2.0. I was talking to somebody. I can't remember who it was. I think it was my girlfriend. And we were talking about like the belief in like coming back, right? Like the afterlife. Do you believe in coming back at all? Like returning to life as something else? Yeah?
Totally, yeah.
Okay.
I definitely do. Like reincarnation type beat.
Okay, like type beat. That's so funny you say. What do you know about type beat?
I don't know. People just say that.
Do you know what type beat means?
Not really.
It's when artists or rappers go to YouTube and they say they'll type in Childish Gambino type beat. Or they'll say Drake type beat.
Is it like for freestyling?
Yes. So or freestyling or just making music.
Just like discovering.
So these producers, the smart thing about these producers is they make beats in the style of Future, 21 Savage, Drake, those kind of things. And that way if an artist knows that they want to style, you can say Jamiroquai type beat. You can say Justin Timberlake type beat. All of it. So that's an easy way to like build your style and get these beats. Then you connect with the producer, and then the producer has his link. You go to the producer's website. You can buy it just to like freestyle on, or you can buy it exclusive. So, or you can download the stems and you can put it in your software and change it up. Yeah. Or you can work with the producer.
Interesting. Yeah. I did not know. I didn't know that the origin story of type beat.
That's
it's
so
just
funny.
Like kind of like it's like a Gen Z term.
100%. Yeah. 100%.
Type beat. Reincarnation type beat.
Reincarnation type beat.
Episode name?
Who?
Episode name?
Reincarnation type beat. I love that. I love that, especially with this next coming question.
Yeah,
okay,
great.
So I was raised in Alabama. I was raised in the religious. I do not consider myself a religious person now, but I do consider myself a highly spiritual person. I believe in a God. I believe in a higher presence, and maybe I believe in the possibility of coming back as another entity or another person, right? So Abby, you do, right? My question is, have you ever considered whether or not or how interested you would be if you could still be conscious coming back as a man?
Oh gosh.
Isn't
like if I would want to do that?
Yes. If you had the choice, if the all-knowing God or whatever came down and said, I'm going to let you do this again. That's
crazy to think about.
Is there something in you that is so tied to being feminine and tied to like the idea of a woman's body, or just like how a woman walks in this world, everything, that you're just like, no, I would stick to that? Or is the interest in what it would be like to do this again as a man strong enough for you to say, let me try it?
I would do it as totally.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Well, because like, I mean, 100%.
Okay.
I'm definitely
what
interested.
Okay. Keep going. Keep going.
You really got to be careful what you like how you clip this.
Yeah. I want to be a man.
I'm interested in being a man.
On episode 20, I'm good with that.
No, but
reincarnation type beat.
Yeah, I totally would, just because like I would be so interested to see like if my soul were the same.
Okay.
How it would manifest as a man. Because like I do feel like so much of my soul and my being is so feminine and like soft and like sensitive. That's just like I feel like I have very feminine energy apart from the fact that I'm a woman. Just right. And you know, a lot of men can have feminine energy 100%, as well. 100%. But obviously if I was in like a male's body, I'm sure it would manifest differently. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think that would be sick.
Okay. I'm thinking of like you still being conscious.
Yeah. Are you going to ask about my sexuality?
Yes, I'm like
would I still be attracted to men?
Yeah, but I'm trying to ask it in like a non-offensive kind of like absurd way.
Yeah.
Could you like, because if you're still conscious,
I feel like it's hard. It's a hard question to answer.
Yeah.
I feel like it would just depend on
there, because your conscious is not necessarily like who you are in your sexuality, right?
Like it would be manifested differly by my body.
By your body. Okay, good.
Yes.
Now we're getting there, right?
Yeah.
Now we're getting there. Try not to get canceled. Okay.
Every single second.
We are not secure enough to ask these questions. We are not secure enough to ask we should wait for episode 75. We should wait for episode 75. Oh God. Okay, wait. Okay, so Do you think you're conscious, knowing that the sexuality part would probably be led and determined more by your body?
Yeah.
Could your conscious as who you are be okay with being a straight man?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Because also, like, I think as a woman, like, I don't know how to say this. It's like you have such an appreciation for like femininity and like for the female body and what it can do when you are a woman.
Yeah.
And like it's so sacred and incredible and amazing. I've never seen it from like an intimacy type way. But I think it would be cool too. And like, I think it's like, there is part, you know, I'm sure it's really cool as a man to like get to witness femininity in like a very intimate setting that I've never experienced.
Right. Well, that answers my next question.
So yeah, there you go.
Okay. So you could wrap, and I would guess most women would, or maybe more women than most would assume would answer the question that way. Like I could wrap my head around that.
Yeah,
I could be okay with
and
that.
I think it would be cool.
Yeah. I'd have to be a lesbian. Sorry,
you'd have to be a lesbian. You would be a woman, and you would have to be attracted to men or to women.
Yeah, I'd have to be lesbian. I could not, and I'm trying. Let me answer this in a less of a jokey way. Whatever it is that is allowing you to, as a woman, to say, if I was in my body and I had to, like, my conscience had to deal with being a man that's attracted to women.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
You don't have, you can't see that for yourself.
I don't appreciate the men's body.
I also feel like honestly, if even in this lifetime, if I like genuinely had to like be like a soulmate with a woman, I could do it. Totally.
Okay.
Like I do think that like
you could fall in love with a woman.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what that says about my sexuality, but like I do feel like I could do it. Like I don't think it would be my first choice. Obviously, it's not my first choice.
Right.
But like I definitely think I could, and I would be happy.
Yeah. Because I think that you're, because correct me if I'm wrong, because what you're saying is, which is something that I actually believe, love is not enough. Sexuality is not enough.
Yeah.
Like one of the things is not enough. It's a collection of all of them. And you know that you know, being someone that appreciates women,
yes, that
there's someone out there that can be a collection of whatever those things are.
And I will say, like, it's kind of a joke with women, maybe not all women, but like some of my friends, like we'll joke like, it would be so much easier if we could just like, you know, just because like women are so great. They're so like considerate and like, I don't know, like it would be, and like I see stuff on Instagram and it's like, you know, these lesbian relationships. And I'm like, that looks great. You guys are going up, you're waking up, you're going to Pilates together.
Yeah, you're moving in after 7 days.
Yes. I saw this Instagram. It was like this girl talking about how her and her girlfriend, you know, she was more like mask, like, you know, presenting. But she was like, I still like to do girly shit. She's like, me and my girlfriend, we wake up, we go to Pilates, we get iced coffee, we go to the farmer's market.
Yeah.
And she's like, why wouldn't you want that? Like, she's like, you guys are just hating on us because you're just jealous. And I was like, no, listen, like that sounds great. Like, because there are, you know, there's certain things that like you can have different interests. And like, obviously like Caleb and I have a lot of similar interests, like that would maybe be, you know, like he likes to read and, you know, we like to do similar things together, but like, he's not going to have like a girly day with me, you know?
You never know. He is the one that sent you the floor germ thing.
He did. And he does like reading now. He used to not like reading.
There you go.
So. Coming
around. Okay. Yeah. That's, I could not wrap my head around. I no.
It's like,
and this is why, in my opinion, this is why. I don't know if I need to say that.
It's not like
this is why I know gay people aren't turning gay.
Right.
This is why I know it's a real thing, because I can look deep inside in me and be like, abso-fucking-lutely not in like a turned off. Now let me say this.
I feel like it's also a spectrum, and it's like you're far on the spectrum in that way.
Yes. Now let me say this. Let me say this. I don't want to be so. I've also spent 13 plus years in the theater.
Yeah.
I'm a straight man that has had a ton of relationships, friendships with gay men. All types. And there's a lot of people in this world that can see a gay man and like only have one version. I remember very early in my, like, going to New York one time and meeting this dude at this theater upstate New York, and he was the choreographer for all the shows up there. Richard Emilius, just one of like the dopest ass dudes, like mask presenting, straightforward, deep voice, like wasn't flamboyant at all, was straightforward, was confident. And I was like, if I was gay,
that's my man.
would be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, and it just, it's not so much me saying like, I can't imagine it because I'm not flamboyant. It's not about that. It's like
an energy, in my opinion.
Say that again.
It's like, I mean, I talk about this all the time. I annoy myself by how much I talk about it, but it's like feminine and masculine energy that like you're picking up on, and it like doesn't matter who it's in, like the vessel, right. It's just an energy.
100%. So, that was an interesting experiment.
An interesting segment. Could have veered into territory where I wouldn't want my mom to listen to the episode. Yeah, but we're staying PG.
Well, there was one time at band camp. We are going into the greatest questions of all time.
Yes.
This is a segment where we ask each other a question that fills us in on something that happened over since the last time we recorded, and hopefully you guys might be inspired to answer these questions yourself, or present this question to somebody you know, somebody you love, a friend, a family member, a partner, because they're deep questions, they're good questions, and they make you stop and think. So I'm going to ask Abby, let's mix this up a little bit. Was there a moment this week where you felt truly seen by a stranger, a friend, or even yourself? What was the context?
Pass.
What's one thing you did this week purely because you wanted to, not because it was on a to-do list or part of the ambition plan?
Pass.
What's one decision, big or small, that you've been circling this week but haven't quite landed the plane on yet?
Pass.
What's the one thought or question that's been on a loop in your head all week that you're finally ready to put down?
Pass.
What did the world teach you this week that you weren't necessarily looking to learn?
I think I'm going to smash that one.
Okay,
so this is similar to the last question that I answered about being with my friends this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I was at my friend's parents' house yesterday, and my friend's mom is like huge into gardening.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, she took us on like a garden tour of her the whole yard. And I've never been like necessarily interested in gardening. Like it's,
mm-hmm.
I don't know, like it's never really like appealed to me.
Right.
Like I obviously understand that it's amazing
right.
and cool, but like I just never have like felt the urge to do it. But we were like walking around, and like she had told us, she was like, oh, we're just gonna go out here. You guys don't have to put your shoes on. But then we ended up just like walking around the whole, like the grounds, and like we didn't have our shoes on, and like we probably should have had our shoes on just because like there was, you know, like rocks and like
okay.
And so she's like she like brings us over to like the main garden, and she's like showing us all of her vegetables and her herbs, and like I could just see like her passion for it, and like you know, and like just we were outside and like it was kind of the sun was about to set and like we had our shoes off and we were like together and like she would like pinch off a little like piece of basil and we would smell it and like it was just like this really nice sensory experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I think and so then I was asking her like how she kind of got started doing it. I was like, how did you get all this set up? Like, how did you do this? And she was saying that for, I think one of the anniversaries, you know how like every wedding anniversary has like each year has a different
25 golden.
Or then there's like the paper one, there's like the wood one or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think one of them might be like plants or like gardens or something in that. And so for that anniversary, her husband basically like got her, they have a lot of money, obviously, like got her set up with this like garden expert to kind of like set her up so then she could start gardening.
Yeah.
And so she was kind of just like set up for success with it. And now she's obviously maintained everything and she's gotten certifications and stuff. And it's like this whole thing. And I was just like, this is really like, it was the first time where I was like, this is really cool. Like this, I could see this for myself. Like, and we were just talking about how like, she's like every single morning I go out there and like, other than like, you know, she plays tennis, but like, other than that, she doesn't really do any other exercise, but she was like, I feel like I don't need to because she's just doing this like functional exercise of like walking around and like bending down and like putting her hands in the dirt and
pulling.
It's pulling and it's like very functional type, like, you can't even really call it fitness. It's just like life and living and like moving. So yeah, I like the question, what was it? Wasn't necessarily looking to learn. Was that the question?
Yeah. What did the world teach you?
Yeah. So just that, like, just hobby, like same thing with like what we were just talking about last episode with the 5-year plan. Like I never would have thought that like I would be interested in a different hobby or like a different passion.
Right.
But it just kind of opened my eyes to that. And like, I'm actually going to be pet sitting and like house sitting for them for kind of a long time in a couple weeks. So I'm going to get to like take care of her garden. So I'm excited to kind of see.
You were able to see the value in something by watching somebody exist in it.
Yeah.
Somebody, I can just say it. Right.
Right.
It's like I can say deep sea fishing is the greatest thing.
And I'm like, okay.
But but if you're on the boat with me,
right,
and you see me getting into it, it's like I didn't know Doc like this. And I'm explaining something.
Yeah.
This is how, you know what I mean? Like
and you're showing me that it's like I could maybe do it too. Like
right. Like really helping you along. I can tell you should go to the theater, but when I bring you on stage and explain why the actor came out the way and the fact the lighting and the composite and the when you explain
it's immersive.
It's immersive and you're learning how to appreciate it.
Yeah, and you're connecting with the person. Like when it's someone who you care about is like telling you something that they're passionate about and you're really listening and you're seeing the passion and you're asking thoughtful questions and you're seeing why, sometimes it still is just like, oh, that's maybe just a you hobby. Yeah. But I don't know. It was just like, it really did. It like sparked something in me that I wasn't expecting. And even if it's like, I probably don't necessarily have the means to like start a full garden in my house right now, but like, I don't know. It kind of just opened like a little door in my brain for the future. Yeah. Sometimes you just need a bridge. You need a bridge. And most of the time that bridge is somebody that you appreciate. Yeah. It's a great way to think about it. I like that one. I can see myself having a garden. Oh yeah. 100%. Well, I thought about you because I know you always talk about like having acres and stuff. Micro farms. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Yep. Who sparked the most joy or the most interesting challenge in your world over the last 7 days? Pass. What did the world teach you this week that you weren't necessarily looking to learn? I'll smash that one. You're going to smash it too. I'll smash that one. Yes. So it's not necessarily something that it taught me, but it reminded me. So as the founder of LYFE at Home, like we're getting close and I've got some deadlines coming up, right? It's like a number of things working. And there are days where I can just be like, shit, you know what I mean? I'll just be brushing my teeth and I'll just be like, shit, because I'm thinking about these things, right? That's like, I feel like running a business is just like, you're always just like, ugh.
Yeah, because you're just like kind of based in timelines.
Yes,
and
you
like
have so many like balls in the air, and it's just
100%. You're just juggling. You're trying to push through, and you're thinking about, is this taking too long? And it's blah 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 blah. And it's not so much. I never like. I'm not the type of individual that's like, well, what are people thinking? Because I assume that they're thinking everything.
Yeah.
Like, fucking join the club, like, or get in line.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't. I'm also not the person that says I don't care.
Yeah.
I just don't care enough.
Right.
Like, I care because I'm human and I'm smart enough to like figure out how to use that little bit of care. But I don't care enough because I've been in this, like, I'm already experienced enough to know.
You don't have enough time for that.
Right. So for me, I want certain things, and I want to advance, and I want to get to, these kind of things. And I just reminded myself sometimes, like this weekend, I just ordered for this, I'm not in a place where I can pay someone to do all these renovations in this studio. And I just spent money that I really didn't want to spend to get all of these tools and drywall delivered. And I just put my headphones in, put some Dave Matthews on, and just like got my water and just did it, and was like just doing it. And sometimes, and I know this because I've been in this chasing your dream, building things for over 2 decades. When my body feels a certain way at the end of the day, I know I'm getting close, right? And it's just like this whole ambition thing. I've known. Here's an example. I've done a lot of one-man shows, and I didn't have any money for marketing. But I knew if I printed off a couple of 100 sheets, if I walked to the coffee shops, if I told people, if I reached out to the radio, if I did all these other things, I know that and at the same time doing all those things, memorizing these lines, getting out all of these things, I knew that I could have at least 60% of those seats full, right? Or 80%, those kind of things. There are multiple times where I walked in and people were like, how the fuck did you get these people here by yourself? And you're the one on the show?
Yeah.
Like you're the actor? I've had friends come up after one-man shows and be like, who
are all these people?
Who are these people?
Yeah.
And they just never saw the amount of work I had to do to like get people on. You go to a coffee shop one day, you're hanging things, and at home you're on bulletin boards, you're posting things, this kind of things. And so
it's the will,
and it's the amount of like effort deposit.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. That's kind of what I was picturing when you were just describing that. Is it's almost like the result is a direct reflection of what you put into it.
100, like, the scale thing where it's just like thing where
that's how it works.
That's
it's like
all it is. That's all it is. And so it just reminded me, those are the days where I can like at 6 p.m. when I'm done,
can breathe easy.
I can breathe and watch Stranger Things. Because it's like, what the fuck else am I going to do today?
Yeah, you did everything you could.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, I promise you, Abby, the reason why entrepreneurship and founders and all that type of stuff, it is not cool. Don't do it. It's not cool. Like all this stuff on social media, they're praising the entrepreneurial founder life. It's not cool. I do it because I physically cannot. I can't do anything else.
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm able to like take a deep breath and I feel something's working is because I mimic the fact that it happened in the past. And there's a second in a day where I've done a number of things, and after I do that last thing, it's almost just like I have a flashback of like positivity. I go, oh, okay. Oh, okay, things are cool.
Yeah.
And I'm not done, but I'm just like, I can stop bugging out for the next
Yes.
8 hours. And I know that when I wake up, I got to do that again.
Yes.
That kind of thing. And it's just like, it's literally like a physical, emotional, mental relativity.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's a relative feeling. Did you mention Interstellar the last podcast?
Yeah, I did.
You know how he's like looking through something that happened in the past? It's that same kind of feeling.
That's
like
what I was going to say.
I'm on this side of the wall.
Yes.
And I can see something that I did 10 years ago. And it's just like a tie.
Yes. And it's like a glitch
like
in the
glitch.
matrix.
Yeah.
When you were describing that, the thought that I had was like, it's like when you're in it and then it's like you come up for air and like you kind of like see like what you said, a flash into like the past of something.
Yeah.
I feel like it could also be, if you reframed it a little bit, it could almost be like a flash into the future of your success and like the other side of it, looking back at the effort that you put in.
Yes.
And like acknowledging that like you had to do that to get there.
Yes.
So it's not even past you, it's future you too.
This is why I like that point. This is why you're a great host, because I needed you to make that point, because now it reminded me why I brought that up. At the beginning of the year, I sent a message out to all the people that like originally invested into LYFE At Home, right? And a lot of the people were not investing in the Doc Waller. They were investing in some of the other people that were a part of LYFE At Home early, right? A couple of people were doing it because they saw what I was doing elsewhere, and they were doing it because they believed in me. Not a lot of people. So beginning of 2026, I sent a message out about my plans on bringing LYFE At Home back, right? Maybe like a month and a half later, I had one of them who was on that list say, "Is the company dissolved?" Yeah. That individual who messaged me a month after that was essentially saying, "We don't believe you."
Yeah.
That's what that really was.
Yeah.
We don't I did get that message, but I don't believe you.
Yeah. Prove it.
We can't tell. We can't understand why you still believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Right? That's what that was. And the reason why I'm saying I have this absurd confidence is because of those glitches.
Yes.
Because of those mimics in time. Because those people have no idea the things that they think Doc Waller's first idea was LYFE At Home.
Yeah.
And I'm literally saying, when I drill these drywall sheets in my wall, I am literally having a matrix kind of a glitch on something that I did 15 years ago. And when I get it done, it goes, "Oh, there's your next 10 years."
Yes.
You've just keep going.
Yes.
It's like a mental and spiritual justification.
Yes.
And those are the things that allow me, every time I write something on social where I say, "I see it."
Yeah.
It's because I had a glitch that day.
It's like a vision. It's like 100%. That's So Raven whenever she's like
What'd you say? What'd you say, Reese?
That's So Raven.
That's So Raven.
Are you familiar?
I know who the girl is. Okay. Raven Simone.
Yes, I need you to just like when you get home, just Google That's So Raven vision.
Okay. And
like she would literally she'd be doing something and she would like literally go like this. and
why did it make
like that that's like what she would do, and then and it would show the screen, it would do like a little like thing, and then it would show like a scene, and it would be like something that could happen, or maybe it was even like a flashback, and it was like something that she would need to like know in that moment to make a decision.
That's so interesting.
So that's kind of what I picture.
Well, I'm gonna do that now. A
Disney Channel version of
it's
what
funny you say
saying.
that, because when people talk about visionary, being a vision, having visions or being a visionary, it ain't the twinkle, twinkle, bewitched kind of a thing.
Yeah.
It's a vision because I've done shit like this before that's allowing the vision to happen. It's just like, it's like an absurd familiarity.
Yeah, it's like deja vu. It's like your soul's been there before. It's going to be there again.
Do you know
the timelines are going like this?
How often I have deja vu?
Okay, and that's a really good sign. Having deja vu is a really, really good sign for your like knowing that your third eye chakra is very open, because like,
oh, that's interesting.
It's connecting you to different versions of yourself, different timelines, and whenever you experience it, like you're supposed to lean into it. Like sometimes it scares people and they're like, oh, I just got deja vu. But it's like, no, really pay attention. And because something
glad you're saying this.
I get deja vu almost on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the deja vu that I get is like patterns of things. I don't know if you experience this.
Okay.
Where it's like I'm getting patterns of like, it's so hard to explain, but it's like
I've patterns of actions, of like routines, of meaning like patterns of steps.
Patterns of
because
like,
deja vu in itself is almost like a pattern.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like I'm getting, and I think it's because I pay attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm getting deja vu in similar types of moments.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And the deja vu that I'm getting is like connected to the same things.
Yes. Okay. Now,
do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's not just like a random, like I'm driving down the interstate and I'm like, oh, it's like, it's usually when I'm like doing certain things or like around certain people, and it's like the deja vu that I'm getting is almost like in my brain connected to something completely unrelated.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, but
no, my deja vus are in the like what's this crest?
Yeah.
Or crest trough.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
My deja vus are in the trough.
Yes.
My deja vu after the thing, and when it slows down, like after the effort, and then I'm just kind of like surviving. I realize I'm not dead. I'm realizing I'm not dead. Deja vu.
Yeah.
That's kind of where it happens.
Okay.
That's where it happens for me. And it can be just kind of like, I can be stepping away. I can be having a positive moment, just like a positive day, stepping away, scrambling eggs, going from the stove to over the thing. And I go, holy shit.
Yeah.
That kind of a thing. So it's almost just like preparing, your body's preparing you for the next crest.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's some science person out there. That's not a crest, actually. That's a plateau.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's so interesting though.
I'm going to make a little shift. Okay. We do have a little bit of a hard out today. I'm going to make a little bit of
a hard stop.
I'm going to make a little bit of a shift, and I'm going to show Abby a picture.
Okay.
I'm going to show Abby a picture, and I'm going to see what she feels about it. And I want you to describe, when you see it, I want you to describe what it is saying. Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Describe what you're looking at.
A girl doing yoga on a plane.
A girl doing yoga on a plane, but it's a post, right?
Yes. Influencer responds after viral backlash for doing yoga on plane.
And what does it say at the top?
Many viewers told her to, quote, sit down. That's me.
Okay. So I need to ask you visually, people that are watching this, I'm going to show you, I'm going to put a photo of what we're talking about. Let's not even talk about the idea of like someone propping up the phone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a little bit. Because if you're in the middle of the airplane aisle, that means your phone has to be on a thing.
Yeah, like a tripod.
Yeah.
Or you have someone taking your picture and then you're involving someone else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yoga on an airplane. Approved.
Smash or pass.
Smash or pass.
So I have a very strict airplane routine for myself that I do. It's not really an airplane. It's more like a travel routine. So I before I get on a plane, I do like an intense stretching routine.
At home?
No, at the gate before I get on the plane.
Okay.
And I don't like, it's the one time where I'm like, I know people are looking at me and I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't care about any of you people. Like, because I have really bad anxiety on planes specifically. And I know that I have to like connect to myself before. So I usually just like find a little area and I just have like a little 10-minute routine that I do before I get on the plane. I always board last. Like literally if I can be the very last person to get on the plane, I will. Like I'll wait till every single person's boarded, everybody, until they're literally about to say like last final call, and then I get on, because you don't realize how much time you sit on the plane before they take off. And especially if you get, God forbid, you get delayed. So I'm literally like, I get on the plane, they close the doors, and then I have like 20, sometimes 25 less minutes that I'm having to sit on that plane. So talk about like
that's
that.
Interesting.
Highly recommend doing that if you can.
It's very conscious.
And then also like people are like, oh, but then a lot of times like the overhead bins are full. Great. Check my bag for free. I don't care. Then I don't have to lift it up above my head. I'll just get it at baggage claim. I'm not in a rush. It's fine. So yeah, I don't think and sometimes like if it's a longer flight, I'll get up and go to the bathroom and I'll do like some standing stretches, like, while I'm waiting for the bathroom, and I'll do like some neck circles when I'm sitting, but I'm not going to be doing that in the aisle. No.
Well, I think, I don't know if you guys understand how much of a great relayer of this information Abby is right now, because she's on a plane, I don't know, every other week, once
a month at least,
once a month kind of thing. I could be on a plane, everybody's quiet, lights are off. I could look up and see someone doing that, be 100% okay with it.
Yeah, it would not bother. It would not bother me in the slightest.
Wouldn't bother me at all. If I saw a phone,
if I know that you're doing it for an Instagram post because you're an influencer, I would be a little annoyed. But if you're doing it because you need to do that, totally fine.
Because it's so sensible. Because anybody that's ever flown knows that you're so
tight. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
so
right.
Claustrophobic.
Right. I'm wondering, I really asked this question because I'm wondering, especially in the fact that you said that you do this routine at the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we run into this point in time, or we have this change in culture where we see people stopping in these public, like non-conventional places to stretch, to take care of their body? Like, why don't we see that more
yes.
often?
And why are people giving me like dirty looks when I'm doing it?
Yeah.
And I also never see anybody else doing it. Like the reason that I started doing it is because I followed this guy on Instagram who is a yoga teacher that I used to go to all the time. His name's Ben.
Mm-hmm.
And he travels a ton, and sometimes some airports actually have like yoga rooms. I have yet to be.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like I haven't found one yet, but he has like a little portable yoga mat that he'll bring, and he'll like go, and he's a little bit more extreme than me, but he posted himself doing yoga, and I was like, why can't I do that? Like I always feel pretty shitty when I get off a plane if I could make, so he kind of inspired me by doing it. So now I do it, but like literally have never seen anybody else like doing yoga in the airport, and I don't get it.
And think about, so the airport, I can see where people will kind of be shy in doing it. But like, think about the office that you go to every single day. The other office, the other company, the other day, they have these things where it's like Workout Wednesday. Some other person leads it where they just go for a walk, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the person was like, "Hey guys, can't do it today. I trust Doc will help you." But I was like, and we because this was like after I did the ball thing in front of them, right?
Yeah.
And
after you exposed yourself.
Yeah, right, exactly. And so, but they already knew that they always ask me kind of fitness questions or whatever too. And so I brought them all into the studio, and I didn't want to push it because it's obvious that not everyone that came in, like almost everyone from the marketing team came in. I was like, y'all better be in there. Don't, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, oh Lord, what's he going to do? Walked in there, and all I did was make everyone, I think it was like 9 people, get down and hold a push-up plank.
Yeah.
Not on your able, but a push-up plank for like 25 seconds.
Yeah.
After 20 seconds, I said, what comes after 20? It just kind of made everybody laugh or whatever. But when I did it, at the end of it, I was just like, great job, y'all. I didn't brush it off as something simple because I know for a fact, and this goes back to like...
That's probably the first plank some of those people did in years.
Abby, this goes back to understanding how wide and big the world is, right? Some of these people probably go home and have kittens in there. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. But when you say When you say this is probably the first time some of them have gotten down into the push-up plank, I know for a fact it's true.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go over 25 because I brought him in there and I said, let's pick a number. Yeah. And you can see the, that kind of, then
anxiety.
Then I said 25, but I didn't say 25 what?
Yeah.
They were just like, fucking what?
They're 25? Like 25 jumping jacks.
25 what, Doc?
25, yeah.
I told them.
That's something that's like, it's not going to, like, it would be hard for people for sure, but it's not going to like crush their soul.
No. And so everybody got down semi-easily. And then at the end of it, I'm just like, that's what I'm talking about. High five, that kind of thing, just to make it. So it's like, because all I was thinking about is the next time I ask them to come in, how willing would they be able to do it, right? And so I just think about like, wait. So you're gonna wake up. I get the standing. I get the standing at your desk. That's also a positive. That's great, cool. None of y'all stretching.
Yeah.
Or us. I'm not even calling them.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm just like, and I don't do it all the time, but sometimes I'm like, sorry, I got to go in the studio. I got to fucking stretch because this is,
I used to do that all the time when I worked in the office. I would get off my desk and I would just do yoga.
It doesn't matter what you did in your workout this morning before you got, I'm sorry.
Yes.
You're sitting and or standing in a certain position for 8 hours.
Yeah.
You gotta,
and like my thing too is like, since I've started stretching more, like I stretch, I work out and then I stretch and then I stretch in the morning. I stretch before bed.
Mm-hmm.
The way that I feel when I'm doing it, I'm like, how the hell are people not doing this? And how the hell are there days when I don't do this?
Yeah.
And like when I'm doing it the whole time, I'm just thinking, this feels so good. I was so tight. I can't believe it took me so long to get out on my mat and do this.
And it almost makes you laugh a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just like,
it's insane.
It's like, why? Really?
Yeah.
This feels so good.
Yes.
I should be doing this for the past 8 days.
Totally. And like, whenever you were talking about like kind of having a moment where you're like, shit, like sometimes I'm like, oh my God, like I haven't stretched.
Your moment of frustration. Yes. Like, what am I doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, that's like the easiest way to connect to your body without really even having to exert much effort. Just like getting down, getting in my freaking supine spinal twist. Mm-hmm. Baby, I can be doing that all day long. Like, and it always feels good no matter what. And you know that if you were to actually maintain that, what you're doing is adding years to your life. Yes. Because over time, you're stretching out your 100%. Muscles. You're like elongating your life, literally. And you don't want to be the 75-year-old to say, all I had to fucking do was get down a couple times a day. Yeah. And for 45 seconds. Even the action of getting down on the ground and getting back up is, a good thing to do. Abby, that to me, we think sometimes us, because our algorithms are we're in an echo chamber. We're in the echo chamber. Abby, LYFE at Home has such a massive potential, especially when we're creating an environment that when they get out of here, they can still do things in here. Yeah. That's what LYFE at Home's mode is. That is what is going to help us stand, because you think, look, all these influencers, sometimes I tap on their profiles and I go to their app. I'm like, oh yeah, all of y'all have the same fucking app. Yeah. It's all the white label app. You just change your colors, put your images in it, that kind of thing. Yeah. Not what do you understand? Let me talk about the thing that I'm building in this app. We're going to upload all these workouts, not even some of the past ones that we've done with Caleb and all these kind of things. All all the new ones we're going to do by November, December. Someone is literally going to go, and this is the only one. And this is like, we're not even going to call it AI, but it's going to be developed on AI, because we are not going to be an AI focused company. Mm-hmm. But you're going to be able to go to a section and you're going to literally describe the plan that you want. Describe it.
And on the back end, the way that we detail every workout. So one workout of yours is going to, not only are we going to have like the descriptions of the muscle, the intensity, the
what it's working,
parts of the body that it's working, all these different things, the type of the music, and we're going to literally have every single word that you say in the workout built in this database. So when these people design that, this system is going to literally it's going to go back through all the workouts we have, and it's going to go, boom, here's your workout for the next 3 weeks.
That's really cool.
So it's going to pull something. So imagine it pulling some workouts, a finance thing, a podcast. This is how I want to feel.
That's really cool. Like,
Abby,
like this is what I'm missing right now. This is what I need.
So not just like, not I just want to have abs. This is what's going on in my life right now.
Yeah.
This is how I need to feel. This is what's going to make me a fitness only program, or make me a life program.
Yes. Give me the ingredients for my week. My diet, like what you were saying.
100%, right?
My diet and everything.
So now it pulls all of every single word we've said in every single podcast of almost everything. And it's like, this is where Abby mentioned.
You should listen to this podcast. Yeah. Wow.
I'm telling you, Abby.
That's great.
I'm telling you, this is going to be so grand.
I had this issue when I was at the beach. Obviously, I was like having to just do like YouTube workouts and stuff. And I was doing like the same type of workout. And then like on the 4th or 5th day, I was like, I don't really want to do that. Like I want something else. And I was like on YouTube trying to like describe what I wanted. And like I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
And so then I ended up just like going back and doing one that I knew, because I was like, at least I know what I'm getting into with this.
Yeah.
But like I literally could have used that exact thing to be like, this is how I'm feeling. I'm kind of sore from like this workout.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that this workout doesn't have anything that's going to like hit my lower body, because I'm really sore lower body. But I also kind of want to like... And
imagine the way you're describing it. You say something like mental strength or something like that.
Yes.
And then you're doing the yoga workout with Abby, and she happened to say it.
Yeah.
She said, guys, I've been really focusing on my mental strength. And like, oh shit, me too.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's not just going by what YouTube goes, the title and the keywords.
Yes.
It's going by all the transcript and the database and everything, anything that I want to put.
Yeah.
It can be like the color of the thing that you're wearing. It can be something you said in the intro. You know how those sometimes you brought the note in, you read the note at the end of it. It can be that.
Yeah.
All these different things. Oh, guys, I love my water bottle.
Yeah.
Something about that kind of a thing. Or so when you're, because what happens is they pre-program these programs. They say the ab workout, these people know they literally put like it's WordPress back in.
Yeah.
And they say, add these to that program. And it's not actually curated for the individual.
Yes. It's not holistic like that either.
Yes. And then imagine, Abby, at the end of it, it's like, here's the recipe that Anna made. This is what you should cook afterwards. Now we're cooking.
That's cool.
Now we're cooking.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
That's
I cannot wait. So
I love
that was yoga on a plane.
Love that.
That was yoga on a plane.
Yoga on a plane segment.
Okay, y'all. So we're gonna jump to almost nothing.
Almost nothing.
Yep. We are going to. We have a little bit of a hard out here today.
Are we going to talk about our supplements?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do almost nothing, but we're going to do a little bit of a tweak to almost nothing, and we're both going to do a recommendation, and we're going to do the same recommendation. So Abby and I are going to talk about some of the supplements / vitamins that are kind of like at the top of our list that we are using lately, why we're using them, like mentality in regards to like why we're using supplements or why we're using these. And so I just want to say that this is not medical advice. Abby nor I are dietitians. Abby nor I am a nutritionist. We have both been in the wellness fitness space for quite a long time. We are both certified. Abby's certified in yoga Pilates. I've had 2 NCCA accredited personal training certifications. I've been I first got my training certification in 2004. I ran personal training at a gym from 2004 to 2007. And we're here with LYFE at Home. And so we want you to take this as suggestions. This is not medical advice. We definitely want you to contact your physician for final word on all of these things. This is just educational, knowledge-based recommendations. And you should always listen to advice and then run that advice through a filter of like, if it's good for you and what does your physician say?
Yeah.
Right.
And then you can test it and,
Yes. See, that's the reason why this segment is important, because we've not been taking the same supplements for the last 5 years. We buy something, we let it go, we test something else, that kind of thing. Yeah. So right now I have these 3 things.
I wonder if we have any overlap. I'm so excited.
We 100% have overlap. Okay. So this is, multivitamins. I'm always going to have like a multivitamin that is like kind of like my base.
Yeah.
Right? The one thing that I definitely want to do is go get my blood work. I want to figure out what I'm deficient in.
Yeah.
Here's also another thing too. When you are as in tune, if you've spent like the last over decade to being really focused on your body, you learn to understand. If you could have a chart of what nutrients or vitamins you are deficient in, it's like, okay, well, I know I've been having trouble with my body with this kind of things, right? I know I'm at a point in my fitness journey where I want support from that, and it's not that kind of thing, right? So you have to be able to get to the point to where you listen and trust your body for a long time to make these assessments. And, so the reason why I say that is because sometimes I go to the Kroger. I did this for a long time, and it's got the first multivitamin that I the cheapest one, and the one that was like the generic brand or whatever. And sometimes you realize that you may be secreting you're not absorbing it because it's not a well-made vitamin,
right?
It's not a company that actually takes the time. And also another thing too, I may not be willing to pay $24 for multivitamins 10 years ago. There's an $8
gotta start somewhere. There's
an $8 vitamin. Okay, that's for
better
me.
than nothing.
Now I'm not paying $8 for a multivitamin. I need it to be $20. Like literally, that's my baseline now. I need it to be $20 and up, because I need to read it. I want to know how it's manufactured, but I want to know like the company is investing high quality ingredients. For a long time I wasn't worried about finding vegetarian capsules or vegetarian tablets, right? So this is a company called New Chapter. It is a 1 daily every man's multivitamin. And, when I started to like really understand, the difference in focus and like that 2 p.m. kind of a drain when I didn't take. And here's another thing too. It's like, how do you know? Well, sometimes I'm a starving artist. I was starving artist for a while. Sometimes I didn't have money to go buy a multivitamin. And I'm just like, damn, I wish I had my multivitamin. I'm like, oh, so it's actually working. Right? I knew how I felt on it. I knew how I felt off of it.
That's how one of mine is too.
100%. So I'm always going to find, this is called New Chapter. I'm always going to find that as my base. Now, this second thing is called Shilajit. Okay? Shilajit. Now, this is combined with sea moss, something that's called Tangat Ali, and ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is another thing that I've been experimenting with like, yes, right? For the last, I don't know, year and a half, 2 years. It's the one supplement / vitamin that I could tell the difference most vitally.
Yes.
Day to day.
Totally.
I was just like, wow. Like
life-changing.
Life-changing.
If you know me, you know ashwagandha.
Yeah, you have to tell people about it.
Yes,
you know
I can't
what I mean?
shut up about it.
It's such a great supplement, and so the benefit of.
Can I see?
Yeah, absolutely. As a matter of fact, let me double check. I want to make sure that I get this because I documented.
Oh, this is great. I probably need to take this. It has maca root in it too.
Yeah. The Tongat Ali and the ashwagandha. The reason why Abby and I are saying like it's so great is because it has literally helped me balance out my stress.
Yeah.
More than anything. And I'm not necessarily a stressful, panicked individual, but someone who I I am a massive deep thinker. I'm in these very stressful situations as a founder, always getting like, there is an ability for ashwagandha to control that cortisol,
yes.
right?
The way that I describe it for me, again, like different for everybody, but like I was at the point where I was talking to my therapist. This was like probably 5 years ago. And I was like, I think I need to go on some type of like prescription anxiety medication because I could not get my anxiety under control. I was like doing everything I could and I just couldn't, but I was like, I don't necessarily want to like jump to that right now. I was like, I was just wanting there to be like something in between what I was doing and taking like a prescription drug. And she recommended ashwagandha. Yeah. And like it for me has been the perfect amount to just like take the edge off, literally. Yeah. And it just makes me feel like,
and 100% makes me feel the same. But another thing for men, I don't know whether or not men understand how important like hormone, like understanding or grasping the idea of hormones, because I think that they all automatically just think woman in that sense, but it's also very necessary for men because cortisol and your testosterone are like fighting for the same thing, right? And so when you are stressed, your cortisol is taking over and your testosterone is not being able to act as efficiently as it possibly can. And so this I consider as like my performance layer.
And that's really good. I honestly am probably going to get that, because something that I have heard about ashwagandha that women have to be careful of is I think it can like increase. I don't think it increases your testosterone, but what you were just describing, the way it interacts with your testosterone, obviously women have testosterone too. It like can mess with the levels a little bit, but CMOS counteracts that.
Exactly. So cortisol and testosterone have a seesaw relationship known as the cortisol to testosterone ratio, because they share the same exact hormonal building blocks.
Yes.
So when your body is forced to constantly churn out cortisol due to life or training stress, workout stress, men, you're busting your ass, you're trying to do the masculine thing in the gym, ladies too. Testosterone production gets sidelined, right? And so you're doing all these workouts, jumping, and men, I'm speaking stereotypically, you're not doing the things that calm your nervous system down to get help and allow those cortisol levels to drop.
Yes.
Because you don't think you have to, because that's not the masculine thing. That's not the cool thing. You're not going to a yoga class. It's time to learn. Yeah. Right? For a 44-year-old man whose natural testosterone is already on a gradual decline, that is me. Chronically high cortisol can tank free testosterone levels, leading to low libido, fatigue, and loss of muscle. Let me tell you this. One of the most efficient things I have ever done for my body is taking my phone 45 minutes before I go to bed and getting it the fuck away from my bedroom.
Yeah.
And literally allowing myself to not just closing my laptop and jumping in the bed.
Yeah.
Or turning off the TV and jumping on the bed. I've woken up after a day where I have busted my butt in a workout. I've woken up the day after looking myself in the mirror saying, wow, when I took the time at night to deprocess,
Yeah.
to lower my stress level, to lower the cortisol. Because if you don't, if you're just up and about and you're here on your phone and things like that, your body's not winding down.
Yeah.
It's fighting, and it's not allowing the other things to work the way they need to work.
Especially like for me too, something that I can be bad about sometimes is like literally like whether it's reading or like looking at my phone before bed to the point where I'm like literally falling asleep. Like that's not good for you. Like
Not at all.
You need to close your eyes kind of like before you're tired and like let yourself wind down and like let yourself be in that state where you're like processing the day. Your body's like finally in this rest and digest mode before you fall asleep. Because if you're literally like the last thing you see before you close your eyes is like your screen, that's so bad.
Your body's still like your lights are out, but your body's still like this.
Yes.
Your mind's still like that.
Yeah.
Right. And I promise you, that is stress.
Yeah.
That
totally.
is stress.
Your body doesn't know the difference.
100%. Let me also say the shilajit. So that and the CMOS in this are allowing us to create ATP, adenosine triphosphate, right? So that's literally
energy.
That's energy. ATP is energy. Guys, if you're wondering why people are telling you to take creatine for the last 10 years nonstop, it's because it helps produce ATP.
You know the reason that I know what ATP is? Because it's in the formula for photosynthesis.
Yeah, right.
It literally is.
Yeah, exactly. It's a massive building block, right? Structurally, it consists of an adenosine molecule bond to 3 phosphate groups, right? So the energy is stored in these chemical bonds of 3 that's holding these phosphates together. When your body needs energy, it breaks off one of the 3, releasing a burst of power into your cells. So now you have ADP left over, adenosine diphosphate, right? So your body then uses the nutrients, this creatine, steak, all these other things to bring that 3rd phosphate back on to get it ready for the next movement, right?
And that's the good thing about supplements too is like, you're not always going to eat like every single thing you need every single day. So it's called a supplement because it's supplementing your diet. Like you're not always going to get every single thing, even if you eat super healthy.
Could not agree more. So fellas, not even fellas. Let me just say, I'm not going to say that because this is why I'm not going to say fellas. And this is a good point to this segment about 2 people who are not dietitians or nutritionists. Why did I pick this up? Because I was watching Body by Mark and I saw a 38 to 44-year-old woman, and Body by Mark just goes around and asks people, hey, he goes, I stop people who are really fit and ask them about their fitness. And he goes, you are jacked or something like that. He always says you are jacked. And I hate when he says that because some people aren't just jacked. They're just like in good health.
Yeah.
And this lady was like, she wasn't jacked, but she was just like balanced.
Yeah.
And you can tell when people like know who they are, because sometimes you get on there and you're like, dude, you just gotta go, you gotta fucking go, bro, and just like no relaxing, just like, and I'm just like, shut
like
up.
She knows her formula that she needs.
Yeah, and the comments on those are just like, oh, this guy's great, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the people know, the audience knows. And this woman was like, so this is a body, and it's just like, man, she's calmly telling us her experience, and then she's like, so this is and she said shilajit. I'm like, what the fuck is that? She's like, well, it's sourced from the Himalayas, and this is it's helping. She even said testosterone helps balance out this guy. I was like, oh, well, that's something I've been thinking about making sure.
I mean, everything about that makes a lot of sense to me. That those are together.
Exactly. So then I did,
and it has zinc,
right?
Which is good for me.
I did my research. I didn't just go get it.
Yeah.
I saw someone who presented as reasonable, right? Had a she was a woman. So it's not like I wanted that body, but I want to be able to like articulate my body the way she is. She seems reasonable, that kind of thing. That's kind of like that the baseline of how you should listen to people. Like,
Yeah.
do they feel reasonable? Compare them to the knucklehead that you saw on the same profile 2 days earlier, right?
Yeah.
And so I did my research. I did a lot of Google Gemini, and I was like, and then I went and I compared. And then, you know, sometimes you got to go to Sprouts and like ask the person, well, which one?
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. So this is my performance layer.
I'm gonna take a picture of it.
Absolutely. Let me tell you something. And then I did the research of like when you should really start to see the differences. And so you'll see some differences after 7 weeks or 7 days. You'll see some differences after 2 weeks. You'll see some differences after a month. But really, when it comes to like implementing new supplements, vitamins, it's that kind of like 2 to 3 month time frame to where you should start, you know, that kind of thing. So performance layer, I got my multivitamin. And the last thing is just like, is my omega-3, which in all seriousness, I can't believe this is my first time being on omega-3.
Yeah. Okay.
It's absurd.
This is literally same.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So performance layer for me, structure. This is my structure foundation layer. This is like, I'm in a place where I'm probably going to be jumping on some more LYFE at Home workouts over the fall before I pass it off to other people.
Yeah.
I need that bone support. I need that structure support. Like these
Joints.
are the things. You say joints. Like, so this is Nordic, and also my current girlfriend is a nurse and certified in functional medicine. This is literally what she does as a job.
Oh,
so
that's cool.
So she's been on my ass.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I would like to know like the difference, because I also just started taking an omega-3.
Yeah. She said,
if she recommends that brand,
she didn't even say it. She didn't tell me to get it. I was on a FaceTime with her, and I said, she's like, that's a good company.
Okay,
so
can I hold it?
Oh yeah, 100%. So she works for a physician that has all these people who are like trying to conquer diabetes and things like that. So she has these calls with these people. Sometimes I'm over and she's calling these people, and she gets blood work. All these people send their blood work to the physician. She's certified in reading blood work. As a matter of fact, she went to a conference to understand how to read blood work. Cool. So she knows what to recommend to these individuals. So her knowledge on this is like through the roof. So
that's amazing.
So yeah, we're coming up on time. So that's my 3, Abby.
Okay, so mine are very similar. So it works.
Yeah.
I have ashwagandha. I take a lot of ashwagandha. I'm not going to tell you how many milligrams because it's probably not the recommended dose.
Okay. I like that brand though.
But yeah, I love this. Could talk about it for the rest of my life. It is game changing, incredible.
Staple.
Has like truly saved my life. I love it so much. Magnesium, which this is like probably not a very good brand, but like you said, I just like, at least it's a vegetarian capsule. I feel like for magnesium, you really got to be careful about the kind you get because it can be a laxative. And I have accidentally ordered the wrong type. Yeah. And had that experience. So for magnesium, do your research on, I've just found that this specific one like makes me feel better. So
and it's also on the list of things that helps produce ATP, by the way.
Yes. And magnesium is incredibly important for women. Every woman should be taking a magnesium supplement, especially like for like around your period, because right before your cycle, like right before you start your period, your magnesium levels drop significantly. And I should honestly probably look into like the dosage around my cycle. I'm sure that would be an interesting thing to kind of like structure how much I'm taking, especially if my levels are dropping. But yeah, it just helps so much with sleep and anxiety, just stress levels in general. And then I also have an omega-3, and this I've only been taking for probably like 4 or 5 months.
Ritual, I've heard of that brand.
Yes. And so I was always scared of like fish oil, which is like kind of what it used to be called. They've rebranded. Because it like the fish oil that my mom used to give me would literally smell like fish, and it was so gross, and the pills were like this big, and in my head that's what I thought about.
Like, what did they just put fish in a pill?
Yeah, I'm like that's, and then also you would burp and then you would have fish breath, and I'm like heck no.
Yeah.
But then I was like doing some research, and I was like I got to be taking this.
Yeah.
And I seriously like have between the ashwagandha, if like when I tell you I cannot not take this. Like there have been times where like I'm on vacation and I forget it, or I run out, and like I'm like door dashing it like at night.
Same.
I'm panic getting it.
Yeah.
This is getting to the point because like it has helped me so much with my skin. Like I was having pretty bad like cystic acne, and I could not figure out what was going on. Like I didn't know why it was happening. And this is the only thing that I changed. And I feel like it has just transformed my skin.
That's awesome.
Cause I don't, we don't eat enough fish. Like we don't have access to quality fish like in Charlotte. So my like one piece of salmon that I'm eating a week is not doing enough. So I love this. And yours has the same thing as mine, where it's, they put like lemongrass in it to make it not taste like fish anymore. And now it has like a really nice lemongrass scent. So that's my trifecta. And then I also have an immunity supplement that I take if feel like I'm getting sick. And I have like protein powder that I eat every day. And that has also been a game changer for me. Like no matter what, I have one protein shake a day. Like just basically I do half a banana, the protein powder, and like ice and milk or water. And that,
your baseline.
Gotta have it.
Gotta have it, y'all. Again, we're not doctors. Take this as just kind of a knowledge share.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Do your research. As I said, if you believe we're sensible, that's fine. We're trying to build trust. At some point, we are going to bring on a dietitian, nutritionist on the company. I cannot wait for that day. And at some point, we are going to be producing these things, having a place where you can have a LYFE At Home nutritional kit or vitamin kit that like we're going to, that's where the future of LYFE At Home is going. So we're not there yet, but as of now, just do your research, reach out to a dietitian, a nutritionist, your physician for, the safest opinion and suggestions. Beyond that, you guys have been great.
Go in peace.
Peace out.
We can do our little
hey
little maraca.
All right. Okay, cool.
Yay.